Everyone starts as the office gopher within their industry. They enthusiastic but don't have any skills, and then they become skilled laborers. You become functional, like functional expertise, good at what you do. Imagine the accountant that works in the big accounting firm. They're really technically skilled, but they're a dime a dozen, very replaceable. And it's the firm that's developed the IP and the brand and things like that. The firm captures all the value. So the value capture happens in the creation of intellectual property. What is intellectual property? Intellectual property is just creation of the mind. It's stuff that you come up with for how do you get these results, your customers. It's framework, it's insights, it's what are valuable secrets, things you possess that others have missed. Let me share an example. Simon Sinek, right? He discovered it was the golden circle. He leveraged that through media. He can then scale it all through technology. The most valuable companies in the world are ones that are leveraging media and technology. That's an example of a framework, David, that's sort of embedded or nested within the presentation that helps someone see the sort of the why of the 5 Ps. It's like, the 5 Ps, I need to build intellectual property assets. And the 5 Ps is about leveraging it all through media and technology, pitching, publishing, profile building. It's a bit of kind of what and why, or it's a bit of why, intellectual property or insight. Another example would be I'd go through this whole little sequence talking about, what key people of influence have understood is that they're able to separate signal from noise. They capture some vital essence about what they do versus the generic functional information that most of their competition talk about. As a result of doing it, they change the narrative within their industry. Let me share an example. Take a guy like Grant Cardone. At a functional level, he'd say, we help investors invest in real estate. Problem with that pitch is it's focused on what he does. No one cares about what you do. They only care about what they want. Just in the same way you buy a seat on an airline, you're not really buying the airplane seat, you're buying getting to the destination. Grant Cardone has codified this magical destination called 10x. 10x your business, your results, your ROI, your life, your relationships. It's a whole new way of thinking. It's a paradigm shift. And so when someone buys into that paradigm shift, if they had the choice between working with him or the generic firm that says all the right things but uses the generalized information, it's pretty obvious who we choose. We call this the buying belief. We need to get your market bought into ideas. We need to sell them on the ideas before we sell the product. That little story, that narrative that I just went through is an example of kind of packaging up an idea or an insight of the prize. It's about developing this concept of what's the promise you make to the market. We're going to build your whole content ecosystem and brand around that. And, hopefully as you guys sat there and listened to this, you're like, oh yeah, that I get it, reinforces it. Yep, I buy into it. And so I share examples. Let me share case studies of our clients who've done this and, how it's impacted their business. It makes the competition irrelevant. Hopefully you're seeing that it's like, I'm getting someone really sort of sold on, I need that powerful promise. There's absolutely nothing in there showing them how to do it. There's nothing in there around the value canvas. You guys know how much work goes into really defining that in the value canvas. So all the how has to happen inside the product or service.